Are there any resources you can point parents to that are easy to access to help do some of what you've just mentioned?
In the report, this implementing practices of Reimagine Minnesota in a period of remote teaching and learning, there are a number of links. And some of those links provide really useful guides and activities, some practices. Some of them are videos and little blogs. I would really encourage teachers and school leaders and educators to explore some of those because people are really putting a lot online right now that hasn't really been available so easily. And a lot of that is really functional, practical, in-place activities and advice. People are really getting down to the basics and recognizing that we need to sort of cut through all the chase and really get to it. I think I think the other thing that I'm seeing is across schools. So one thing is across families, and we see this, families are relying on each other and the extended families in a new way. I see some of my cousins online helping support other cousins who are doing homework. So the cousins are getting online, they do their homework, and then they do some gaming, as cousins do online. And so having to rely on each other is this really interesting opportunity. But the other thing I see is across schools and school districts. School districts are really coming together to problem solve in a really important way. And we've always been so territorial with respect to what we do within school districts. In part, we're territorial because of the competitive environments that federal school accountability systems have produced. And we're a bit territorial because of the competition over students that school funding mechanisms has encouraged. We've lost out so much by not working together across district lines. But districts are doing that. They're creating networks of improvement and networks of collaboration that I think are really important, and that needs to be encouraged. One of the agents that has really bridged district lines is the Minnesota Assessment Group. The Minnesota Assessment Group has been meeting regularly online to share things they've created to support families and students at home. School districts through the Minnesota Assessment Group are communicating about how they've solved problems. They've created task groups, and they're doing problem solving and troubleshooting. And they're sharing a lot of information, and school districts are going to be so much better off. I hope that these networks and the sharing and collaboration can be captured and retained in the future, because I think that's been really important.